Morning guys, we're off on a Twizy mission today. I need to go and find my dad a present. Basically, it's his birthday. Well, tomorrow, and I've left it right till last minute. I know kind of what I wanted to get, but yeah, I'm just useless. So I need to get a coffee first, and then we're going on a bit of a Twizy mission. Now I've got it in eco mode at the moment. It's saying 37 miles range, it's just popped up to 40. So eco's, it's in the max power setting of this power box. So you can basically have it, it still, you know, it still performs pretty well, but it just doesn't use as much torque when pulling away. So in an attempt to kind of save you a bit of power, because I may have to go around, I don't know, something like nearly 30 miles today, and that's one way. So, oh, I need to go in here. Concentration. Yeah, so this is this is the thing. You know, it's pushing the envelope of the Twizy a bit, and nearly got women taken out there. Someone reversing out, didn't even see me, and I didn't see them. Right, I think we're going to go for a cold brew. Oh yeah, can I get a medium cold brew with a bit of caramel as well, please? No, just that, please. Thank you. One of the worst things about this car is it's got no cup holders. I mean, come on guys, we need some cup holders in here. Oh yeah. Cheers. Thanks so much. See you later. Right guys, we're on the dual carriageway. When I said it was my dad's birthday tomorrow, it's not actually his birthday tomorrow, it's his birthday on the 18th, but he's having a birthday barbecue tomorrow. Got me iced coffee, so just cruising along. It's saying 37 miles now on the clock. I'm really into these at the moment. It's just basically like cold brew coffee with ice, no milk, little caramel shot, little perk you up in the morning. You can put the drinks down the side. You just got to remember when you go round the roundabout that they're there, because otherwise. Anyway guys, my one of my mates from YouTube, actually I met him through YouTube, Spectrum Geeks his name is. I'll leave a link to his channel. He does some really good videos. Basically he owns a Twizy also, and one of his latest videos he actually took it for a blast on the I think it was the M4, like basically took it on a motorway to show you you know what happened. It's really quite interesting. It's very similar to what happens when you're on a dual carriageway, but the thing is with a dual carriageway you can obviously go a bit slower. See, I'm doing about 50 miles an hour here, which is fine, you know, I don't care. I'm a speed freak, but I can deal with 50 miles an hour if it means I'm going to get a little bit extra range and get to my destination with loads of power to spare. But I do drive around in sport most of the time, it has to be said. But anyway, yeah, go and check his channel out. Check that video out, it's quite interesting. There's loads of videos about electric cars as well. So yeah, go check that out. Right, so down to 86% battery here. Still saying it's staying about 34 miles to go. I mean, this car really is a town car. It's much better for just driving around kind of locally. You know, if you're some car over there just had like this massive great balloon in its passenger seat, just huge great balloon. It was almost like buffeting the woman over into a driver's side. I don't know, crazy. Still making progress. So the last time I did this journey, it was back in the winter actually. No, I think I've been there since, but one of the most memorable ones was I did actually attempt to go and try and pick up some batteries from a battery guy that I know, which was probably about 35 miles away, and you know, he said I could charge when I got there. He's an EV specialist, so that was good. But the problem was it was so cold that my range had just deteriorated massively. So added to that as well, I think that was the day I spun round because I had regen turned up too high on my brakes. But yeah, it didn't really pan out. I kind of got halfway and then I just thought, do you know what, I'm just going to get a coffee and then just drive back. But you know, I probably could have made it, but it's just one of these sort of things you just think, I actually can't be bothered. I'm just going to do this in the proper car. Say proper car, but yeah, do this in a car that's actually built for it, like the Range Rover. Sarah's taken the Range Rover out today. She's gone up to across to the coast to meet a few friends, which is good. But I just need to get a couple of bits. But it's lovely. I mean, I actually quite like driving this sort of nice pace, taking in the surroundings. You know, it's actually, I don't know, it just seems, it's quite liberating just driving around in something like this. Even though, you know, it's not particularly fast, it's not, you know, it's not going to break any speed records for kind of top end, and you do have to take it, you know, a bit slowly if you want to get the range out. But I just love it. I just think it's just an awesome little car. And the fact that you can have both arms out the window like this is the ultimate. See, the thing with electric cars and the thing with EVs now is it's all well and good and it's great, and I probably will end up with one at one point. But I've got to the point where I'm just a little bit, do you know what? It's going to be an excitement thing. You're going to spend a load of money to get the latest technology, and then you're going to be excited about it for a little while, and then it's going to be like, it's going to be normality again. And this is the thing with all right guys, all right. I mean, you know, this is all well and good, but risking your lives on these roads on a weekend, blasting around like that, I don't know, just don't appeal to me at all. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, what I was saying was all the modern cars, they're basically going to be like normal cars but just electric, and they'll go faster. So, you know, once you've got over the initial excitement of an electric car and plugging it in and all of that, then you're back to basically, it's just a car and it's just a thing that you need to get from A to B. Whereas this car and the e-bike, everything else, they're special forms of transport. Another thing is I've got the boosted board in the back as well, which I usually stick in the back here when I take this out, just so that it makes it a little bit easier to get from charging stations to, you know, because basically in a town somewhere there might be a charging station that this will work with, but it might not be, you know, that near where I need to actually go to. So the boosted board fills in that gap, which is, you might think, oh my god, you're just going to all these measures just to, like, you know, why don't you just use a proper car? Well, I do use a proper car actually most of the time, but you know, I like these quirky little things. I like the Twizy and I love the boosted board, so it's a good chance to use, you know, it's a good chance to use it all. Anyway, getting closer now. See, previously I think I was probably on about, I don't know, I was probably a bit lower battery wise than I am now. It's coming down to about 63% now. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how far we've come. So done 12.6 miles. But this is motorway, this is the thing. So or dual carriageway, even though I'm going 50, you're still using quite a bit of power. And there was quite a lot of hills actually on the way as well. But I'm pretty confident we can charge when we get there, I should think anyway. So, but not at the first place I'm going to go to, because I just want to whiz into this garden centre up here to see if I can get one. I need to get in there before I have to go on a mission elsewhere. Hit a little bit of traffic. One of the good things about the Twizy is you can just weave in and out, and it doesn't really bother anyone. Well, it probably does actually, but you know, at the end of the day, it is a quad bike, so potentially you can just cut across. I don't feel like I'm cutting anyone up much. There's actually been times where I've gone completely down the middle because I just lost patience with it all. Right, so we're over halfway now to the ultimate destination, which I originally planned to go. We're on 54% battery, so yeah, it's going to be tight. I mean, most of the journeys, as I say, most of the journeys are on, if it's on these sort of roads, you're only going to get 30 mile an hour, 30 miles, should I say. That's really the crux of it. There's a rule, I think, that some of the forum guys made up, and that is, it's called the 30-50 rule. Basically, 30 miles at 50 mile an hour, or 50 miles at 30 mile an hour. And it kind of works like that actually. That's kind of true. With the modifications, obviously that goes completely out the window. But it's nice to be able to, yeah, it's nice to be able to do it. Some of the heat coming off these cars is ridiculous. I mean, crazy. I know that obviously the air conditioning in the cars is probably contributing quite a bit to that, but the engine heat, I mean, I'm feeling hot because of the other cars, not because of the weather. So when everything goes electric, you know, it's going to be, it's going to make a lot of difference. Still moves nicely with in eco actually. Creeping up there. That miles thing's saying 21 miles now, so 21 plus the 18 that we've done is 39, so it just shows you, doesn't it? Right, let's see if we can find what we need to in here. Right guys, I was in luck. I managed to get everything I needed from here, so that's good. I'm going to go to another town, which is, I think, about 15 miles from here. So there definitely has got a charge point, so should be good. Right, 21 miles it's saying. 21 miles. So that's kind of like going to be a good one to test. And I'm going to need to pick. It's interesting actually, because this new, I've been looking at ZapMap here, which is the app to find the charge points, and I've noticed that recently over in Chelmsford, where is Chelmsford from here? Let's zoom out over here. Yeah, over in Chelmsford over here, look how many, I think you can see that from there, but look how many charge points there are now. There was literally 2 about, the last time I checked, which is a few months ago, there's literally 2. But I think what you find is you've got this Mild May car park, which I think that's the one I'm going to try and get to, and then you got Park and Rides, all sorts of things, Pontlands Park. But there's a couple here that I noticed, I think it might be that one, Glyn Hopkins. So I think you're finding that the garages, like the car garages, have got the actual charge points installed, and I've used one of them before at Bishop Stortford. So the last resort is you just go to a garage. I mean, at the end of the day, you can plug this car in anywhere. You know, you can just ask someone for a plug. I've got an extension lead in the back, so you could pull in at a pub and, you know, basically suck some power from them and buy a couple of drinks while you're there. So, you know, you're never going to have a problem, which is good. So, yeah, let's head over there then. Right, a little bit further down the road now. My miles has gone up to 23, so I've got 23 miles left, and the destination's an 11. Can you hear that racket? There's like a great big Mustang or something up there. Is it a Mustang? I don't know, it's some big old American car, and then behind that we've got a Mini, and I'm basically like suffocating from all the fumes. I don't know, interesting times, isn't it? You kind of got this period where it's like you've got absolute old school, you know, and then you've got cutting edge, and then everything in between. So like the roads are getting interesting nowadays. The stuff you're seeing is definitely getting interesting. I think this is taking me, yeah, this is taking me a little back road, and then it's going to be the more faster road, so it's kind of like dual carriageway again. My miles have gone up to 23 now. It's just increasing all the time because I'm basically, you know, I'm not moving very quickly, so, you know, it's kind of adjusting it. As soon as I get on these roads now, it will probably come back down again, but, you know, if I get to this charge point, then, well, I will get to the charge point, but if I get to that charge point and it doesn't work, then we're going to have to look at other options. But this is the only problem. You can check the statuses of the charge points on these sort of on these apps, but oh, it's a lovely bit of tarmac, guys. Lovely bit of tarmac, and you've got the whole road to use as well. Fantastic. Changes back to the rubbish tarmac now, though. You can definitely enjoy roundabouts on this thing. It's just a lot of fun. I actually did this route very early on in my e-bike adventures. I think there's like an e-bike road trip challenge video or something I did right in the beginning when I was running lipos on my e-bike. So go check that out. It's quite funny. I just basically done a one-way trip from where we used to live to this town, and yeah, it was good fun. It rained as well. I think I was on this road or something, and it absolutely hammered down very quickly, and I got to the other end and it was basically sunshine, and it hadn't rained there, but I'd caught like a passing storm cloud or something, so everybody was kind of looking at me, and Sarah was looking at me going, because I met her there, Sarah was looking at me going, why are you completely drenched? And it's just like perfect summer here. Oh, I forgot about my iced coffee I drank it, but I forgot about it. It was down the side, but it hadn't fallen over, which is a good thing. Right, let's see if we can have some fun into this roundabout. Oh yeah, nice. Lovely. Gotta love it. That car was way back there then. Just go into roundabouts like a go-kart, it's hilarious. Right, so we're at 36% battery. Got 6 miles to go. 16 miles it's showing on the computer. 16 miles range. So I don't want to get there completely flat because it's going to take longer to charge up, but I can hang around where I'm going because there's loads of shops and other bits and pieces, something to get something to eat, get some lunch, you know, that sort of thing, so it'll be fine. I think there's a charge point in here. I think this is the, oh no, I'm not quite there yet. Park and ride, where's the park and ride? I don't know, there's a park and ride up here somewhere. I think it might be the next one. Basically that's the one that's got a charge point in there, but yeah, I think this is a bit too far away really. I could obviously skateboard in, but the one I'm trying to get to is the one that's actually in the town. And hopefully it's a blooming Saturday, so hopefully there won't be any any idiots parking in the electric charging bays. I bet there will be, and then I'm just going to have to park it. There's nowhere around this. I need that charge point, so I'm going to have to park somewhere, block them in, or do something. It just annoys me when that happens. You never know though, you never know, it might not be the case. Alright, nearly there. 1 mile, it doesn't seem like it would be 1 mile away. Oh well. We've got 11 left, so we should be alright. So the idea is the car park's over there, and there's a little entrance which takes you into town over that way, so I can just skateboard into town. It means I'm going to have to leave the car, obviously, but hopefully it will charge whilst I'm not there. The worst thing I've had is when I've come back and the charge had quit for some unknown reason. So that is another thing you've got to watch out for. There is a thing called an OVMS box which you can use to monitor the car remotely, as well as loads of other things like tuning, and you can actually use it with this power box as well. So the plan is probably at some point to get one of them, so I can actually monitor over the internet. Shame Victron don't do something that works like that. That would be quite good. Right, here we go. So where are these charge points then? I'm going to be screwed if there's no charge points. Well, it will seriously disrupt my plan. Where's the blooming charge point? Oh man, this is super annoying. Right, I need to check my phone. Right, turns out it's nowhere near here, so that's really blooming helpful. I should have checked the exact location of that pin on the map rather than. This is mild made car park, so it says. Well, that's what comes up when you search for mild made car park on Google. Just blooming useless, isn't it? Alright, so I've got to go all the way up here. Come back on myself. No, I haven't got to come back on myself, it's alright. Right, I better have some luck at this one, guys. Oh mate, it's just so annoying when things like this happen. Deliveroo bike up there gave me a bit of a nod of acknowledgement. Yeah, if you were a Deliveroo driver, this would be quite a good vehicle. Gets you about, don't have to pay for it. You can get to carry quite a lot of stuff in the back of here. Mind you, his box is pretty big on that thing. Right, well how stupid is this, guys? I'm literally right by it and there's no charging points here. The postcode isn't even the same as what it's supposed to, well, the postcode isn't even here. So right, I'm gonna have to try the other one. It's Glyn Hopkins, so the Nissan dealer. Oh man, so that's 1.4 miles away. Still got 8 miles left, guys. Still got 8 miles, but I tell you what, this is just ridiculous. I feel so annoyed that nobody updates these, or just actually, just need to sort it out. Alright, this is it, guys. Last resort. I can't get charged here, I can't get charged anywhere. I thought it was down there. No, it's not, straight on. I'm at 93 degrees motor temperature. I can't move into sport mode. Right, here we go, Nissan garage. Can you help me, guys? Can you help me? Last blooming resort. It says there's a free charging point there. Alright, let's see if we can get in here. Right, there's one there. Electric vehicles only. Right guys, we're charging. Spoke to a nice bloke here and just had about an hour's chat about the Twizy. But I think, I don't know, the charging rate is kind of cycling. It's going from 16 to 9. Usually when that happens it's because the power supply is a little bit higher voltage, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Hopefully it will just continue. It's definitely charging anyway. But anyway, I'm going to whiz into the town and try and get some lunch. One great thing about this town is there's loads of cycle tracks. Got the booster boards. Let's roll. Sushi in the park. Right guys, I've just got back to the car. We're on 59%. I'm gonna wait till it goes out to 60, just because I'm superstitious. I'm just sitting here watching Lewis's video. If you don't know Lewis, Ringway Manchester, I'll put his link in the description as well. Look at this, I'm hyping up all my YouTube buddies now. Yeah, he does loads of really cool videos about radio and all sorts of things. A couple of you mentioned about the icon in my Trump video. Lewis does videos about that stuff, so go check him out. Not far to go now guys, not far to go. I can hear the tyres sticking to the road because the road's so hot, which is a good thing. Good thing for handling. Right guys, down to 17% battery, 5 miles on the range, 4 miles till I get home. Oh, I love it. This is all because this is a faster road. Power goes down a lot quicker. So you've really got to factor that in if you're going to be travelling on dual carriageways a lot. Right guys, back on 6%, 5.9%. And that concludes today's video. I feel a bit tired. Might go out on the e-bike, that's the thing bleeping saying I've got no power left. Hope you enjoyed the video guys. Go subscribe, go do all of the normal things, and I'll catch you in the next one.